Prune. That's what you do when you want to have Kim Kardashian lips. You go, prune. Probably doesn't work with a mask.
Where'd you hear that from?
The internet.
Always a trustworthy place.
Hello everyone, it's Carl. I am here with Lauren.
Hi.
One of my support workers. You may have previously seen Lauren playing with my dog, or...
And on the video with the baby photos of you.
Baby photos of me.
And the pool.
Yeah, so I'm roping Lauren in again. The reason is because, I mean, you can tell everybody, but you're finished your university course now.
Yeah, I'm finished now and will start work in the healthcare industry as a nurse and midwife in the next few months. So it'll be my last few months of working with Carl frequently. I'll still see him, but not as much as I do now.
Yeah, and so because of that, I thought we could do a bit of a reminisce session.
Yeah.
And I could ask Lauren some questions and see what she has to say. Alright, so the first question, how did you get the job working with me?
Well, one of my good friends, Mia, who you would have seen on this channel as well, she actually was working with Carl and posted like a job ad sort of thing on our Facebook page for uni, just saying that she was working with Carl, who has cerebral palsy, and he was looking for more support workers. So I thought, you know what? Let's just do it.
Give it a go,
get some more experience, meet Carl. So I emailed him. We figured out a date for me to come and do a training shift. And then, the rest is history. I just started working and I loved it. So I've been here now for 3 years.
Yeah, I normally try and find students, who might be studying like nursing or some healthcare related thing. And the reason why students are good is because, they're not relying on me for, 8-hour shifts each day. They're not feeding their family. So they, like having a bit of a casual schedule because I can work around people's study and all of that stuff. So and it must have been alright so far because you're still here.
Yeah.
But every year I always need to try and find more people because that's what's happening with Lauren. People graduate their course, and then they start, full-time work, and then they've got, no time really to do other things. So that's why every year I try and find new people and rope new people in, and so that's how it goes. It's always a bit of a sad time, but also it's good because people get the job that they want and they get the qualification that they want. So that's good.
And you're just a stepping stone along the way to help us get the job and get us career ready.
Yeah. It means I have to give everyone lots of job references all the time, which is fun. All right. So the next question is, what did you think working for me was going to be like compared to what it was actually like, or what it's like now?
Yeah. I thought it would be like really clinical, I guess. Like when I heard disability support worker, I thought it would be, a lot of hygiene, a lot of clinical sort of work, a lot of nursing care, which look, there's obviously aspects of that. But the majority of it is honestly just like chatting about daily life and having conversations just while doing those tasks. So of course I give Carl a hand with going in the shower and going to the toilet and all those things which I was expecting to do. But I didn't realise that I guess you build a friendship as well. Like I've known Carl now for 3 years and he's one of my good friends. So you just chat about life and have funny conversations while you're doing all the clinical stuff. Yeah,
I suppose like things become kind of second nature and then you end up doing it on autopilot and then it means that you need to talk about random stuff.
Yeah.
You don't want to sit there in silence while things are happening.
Of course.
But then I suppose there's other stuff like, random cooking or going shopping.
Yeah, that's true.
Just doing stuff like that. I think I made you go get Oscar some dog food the other day. So, little random errands here and there.
And before COVID as well, like we went to the shops a lot. I picked Carl up from work at the local shopping centre. And we'd, go get food afterwards or go to the pool with a couple of us support workers. So it's definitely not just in-home care. It's a lot of social things as well, but it's just like doing it with a friend. It's not really like, I wouldn't classify it as like a very clinical, serious job. It's really fun and we do lots of different things.
Does that mean I still have to pay you?
Yeah.
I will.
According to higher up.
Don't stress. I will.
You don't have to, it's fine.
No, I definitely will, don't worry. Okay, the next question we have is, what is your favourite memory or the funniest moment working with me? Oh, Oscar's outside barking, so please forgive the interruptions.
That reminds me actually of that bark. Probably one of the funniest times was me and Carl were getting ready for a pool shift and we were meeting one of the other girls, Kate, who you've met as well on this channel, at the pool, and we were sort of in a rush and we really had to get into the car and go, but I think Oscar has a little bit of separation anxiety during COVID, obviously, because Carl and Kirsty weren't leaving the house a lot. And me and Carl had to go and he just would not get inside for us to like shut the door and lock the house up. And I think it took us an hour and a half to like get him inside and get him, secure so we could leave, because he was too smart. We would bribe him with treats and with toys and he just knew that we were leaving. So eventually we had to actually get him into the car with us, which took like half an hour, and then drive out of Carl's driveway and then bring him and put him back inside. And the whole ordeal was just, it was annoying at the time, but looking back it was quite funny.
Yeah.
He's
definitely a little bit anxious sometimes when we leave. But he's also pretty smart, so that was funny but frustrating.
That was funny.
I think he's banging on the door now, so I better let him in. Alright, I'll be back in a second. Alright, Oscar is being nice and calm now. He's chilling out on the couch. So we can continue. The next question is, what will you miss about working with me? And what won't you miss about working with me?
Oh, I don't know. I think there's a lot I'm going to miss. I think just seeing Carl, multiple times a week and just our chats about life or about, what we're doing on the weekend. Like Carl helps me pick out a lot of outfits when I go out. I don't know.
I just have to nod and say things look nice. Give people positive reinforcement.
No, Carl gives lots of good advice. I think just our chats and just seeing Carl a lot, I'm going to obviously miss that because it's been a big part of my working life for the past 3 years. I don't know about what I won't miss.
What about Oscar?
Oh, I'm going to miss seeing Oscar, of course. That's a given. That's a given. There's nothing I don't think I won't miss. I don't know. Possibly some early mornings but we don't do them as much anymore. Like when you were working in the office, it was, 6:45 starts, so quite early. But we haven't done them in a while, so.
No, fair enough.
Yeah.
I didn't pay you to say that, but I'm sure if you think hard enough, you can think of some of my annoying traits. But thank you very much.
There's nothing that's an annoying trait.
Obviously, I'll miss working with you as well, but
yeah.
But yeah. Okay. All right. Next question. What's your favourite task or activity to do when working with me? Either
organising all of your skincare products. I do love that. Going to Kmart as well. Together is always fun.
Shopping.
Going to Macca's after the pool, or just going to the pool in general is always a good day. It's just a big gossip session. We just sit in the pool in the spa.
Yeah, I pretend that I'm doing exercise, but I pretty much just sit there and relax. So that's nice.
The pool's always fun. Probably the pool's the biggest one that I think I'm gonna miss. Yeah.
But organising things is fun because I'm normally pretty organised, but then it gets to a point where I just get a bit overwhelmed, and then we kind of need to really sit down and be like, right, let's go through this massive pile of stuff and try and sort my life out. So appreciate your help with that.
No, I love it. It's so good.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
That's alright.
Oh, alright, here we go. I'm getting a bit more deep now. Alright. Since beginning to work for me, how has your perception of people with disabilities changed?
That's a really good one. I personally didn't really have much exposure or interaction or knowledge really about people with disabilities and the different types of disabilities. So for me, coming in fresh, it was really good to sort of get an understanding of how, I guess, disability support workers make an impact in the role that they have in the lives of people with disability.
So, could I interrupt for a second? How old were you back then? Because you were quite young.
I was freshly 18.
Yeah.
So I was, a few months into 18, and I just really wanted to do disability support work to, one, gain an understanding of, the role of support workers, but also just to get more experience in the healthcare industry.
And money.
And money, of course, but that was sort of at the back of my mind. Yeah. I was more just getting experience. I think it's just been really good because I've met a few of Carl's friends who also have some disabilities as well, and it's just been good to see how everyone is so different and no one is going to have the same needs or require the same level of care. Some people only need support workers to help them with social things, and other people only need support workers in the home for like personal care. So I think it's been good just really learning about the different types and the different requirements. And of course learning, and now like Carl said, I just do tasks and help Carl with things that's like second nature, whereas like before, like using a hoist I had never done, maybe once in a nursing lab, but now it's just such a second nature thing for me that in my career, if I had to help someone with a hoist, it would be easy. So I think overall I've just built my knowledge.
And hopefully there's like some transferable skills and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and you probably will see quite a few people with disability, during nursing or midwifery or
absolutely
whatever it is for your job, and so hopefully some of that will carry over for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Cool. All right, so Lauren wrote these questions. Well, we thought of these questions, and the handwriting is getting worse as we go along. So I'm going to try and read this one. Okay. Did you think when you started working for me that part of your job would be helping me run all of my social media accounts?
No, I did not.
So I haven't read these, by the way, so I didn't know about that one. So running my social media accounts, what do you think?
Well, when I first started working with Carl was in a bit of a different situation. Like that was before they had Oscar, the little dog. That was before Kirsty was living here, like, as her primary resident. So, and Carl didn't have YouTube or Oscar's account, so it was very different. But I remember I was definitely encouraging Carl to start a YouTube channel because I thought, I remember we had discussions about it and you were a bit hesitant, but I was really encouraging it and thought it would be a good thing just to help spread awareness about people living with disabilities. So it's been really fun, like thinking of video ideas and helping Carl film them.
And there was a time when I was really serious about Oscar's Instagram.
Yes.
And then every day people were here, I made everyone take photos of him. But I've kind of calmed down a little bit. I've stopped being a real stage mum. So
that was definitely a big part of the job. Like on our way out, we'd have to do a little photo shoot every day with Oscar to get some good pics.
But he's grown up now, and so have I. So we've relaxed on that one. Yeah, cool. All right. Oh, so I've kind of we've talked about this one a little bit already, but how has working with me impacted your nursing care or your studies? And how will you use what you've learnt in your future career? Which is not actually that far away.
No, it's not, which is a bit scary. I think working as a disability support worker has really impacted my studies in a good way. I think it definitely helped me get the job that I wanted. I think having, disability support worker on your resume for 2 years and over, I think is a really good thing for employers to see that, you've worked with a wide range of people and different needs. So I think it's been good in helping me get a job, but also just developing my people skills and your nursing skills at a base level as well. Like even though, like I said, second nature things with Carl, it's good just to keep up those basic nursing skills that I guess you might not do in some acute wards on placement. And yeah, using a hoist and things, I'm going to remember that knowledge and use those skills well into my career. Yeah.
Are you ever going to forgive me for not seeing the typo on your job application?
Yeah. So I actually got Carl to read my cover letter and resume when I was applying to my grad years. And I had so many people read over it, and Carl was one of the last people because I knew that he's really good at all the job hunting stuff, and he's very thorough with his work. So I had him read over it as one of the last people, and there was a spelling error that no one picked up on that was it was very minimal, but when we realised it, I was like distraught, and Carl was like, how could I have missed that?
Yeah, I felt really bad. But I'm pretty sure you got that job, so...
Yeah, I got the job I wanted, which all worked out in the end.
So hopefully that means that the person reading it didn't see it either.
Yeah, I think they probably would have skipped over it, which is good.
And if they're watching this video now, please don't
go back and read my cover letter.
Don't fire Lauren before she starts. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the end of the questions. Can you show the camera how beautifully handwritten this is?
Oh God.
I love it.
My handwriting is not the neatest.
I just get really excited when people handwrite because I'm really terrible at it. And so, yeah, I don't know why, but I always like looking at people's handwriting and thinking that's pretty impressive. Because mine looks like a drunk person did it, so I won't show you mine. But I get really excited when I get to use a pen because I never get to do it. But anyway, so yeah, well, thanks for answering all the questions.
Okay, thanks for asking me.
Yeah, the good thing is that now you're finished your studies and finished your placements and stuff like that. There'll be more time to hang out with me before you go off into your full-time life.
There's more Kmart shopping trips that have to be done before then.
Yeah, especially now again that all the coronavirus restrictions are easing and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so thank you, and
that's okay. Thank you.
Hopefully we'll go on some more adventures and see you in another video.
Yeah.
So yeah, all right. I'll let everyone go, but enjoy life.
Thanks.
I'm gonna go get some lunch.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.